Hey everybody, just a quick channel update for all, 14 of you that actually watch this shit. I have been inducted, if you will, into Crushpop Productions' Visionary program. What is it's a sponsored, I'm essentially a sponsored painter. So Mark, the owner of the company, is going to be sending me a line of paints, some paintbrushes and stuff to go over. From like the videos I've seen from ReaperCon that he sent me, shit looks awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Just a little bit about Crushpop Productions. So Mark does a lot of rules for tabletop skirmish games. Most notably Toxic. Shit, I did this in the last edit. Toxic Holocaust and Toxic Holocaust 2. It's set in the world of Gormageddon. Really, really awesome. Like heavy death metal type shit. Just like dudes out in the wasteland blowing each other up with rocket launchers and shit. It's awesome. Like, the game's fucking cool. He also does another one called Future Shock, which Leon and I have played. It's like a little, it's a mini zine. So honestly, the thing's like this big. It's tiny. Each volume is $1, worth every penny. I think my son and I have gotten maybe 5 games out in our we got about 5 games done in our campaign. I am a little biased though, I will admit, because issue 4 has a bunch of rules for weapons that I made up, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, a little bit just like that. They do another one called Death in the Dungeon for those who like their their fantasy games. I have a copy of it. Haven't played through it yet, but it's on my list. Still fucking working through 5 parsecs, 5 leagues from the borderlands, and Rangers of Shadow Deep. So it's on. I got a backlog of stuff, but here's the kicker. So Future Shock does not have a single player rule set yet. Death in the Dungeon does, and from what I've read so far, it's pretty good. The AI works pretty well for a very lightweight, and don't want to put this the wrong way, but a cheap system. And I only mean cheap system in the fact that like the game's $5. I want to say it's like $4.99 on the Crushpop website or on Wargames Vault. So those are, if anything, if you're a fan of Necromunda, going back to Future Shock here, if you're a fan of Necromunda, pick up at least the first issue and just read through the rules. It's $1. When you print it prints out on one page, you fold it up, and it looks like a little book. It's awesome. I really, really highly recommend it. Words are hard. Sorry. It's been a minute. It's been like, fucking 4 months or some shit. But yeah, I'm excited that he brought me onto the program. Like I said, the box should be getting here any day now. So I'm going to go through I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an unboxing video. I'm going to do kind of go over my initial thoughts. After that, I'll most likely do a painting tutorial. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to use his paints for one of them after I kind of paint up my first couple models with it, just to see how it is. And I'm going to do one with regular paints, and then the second one I'm going to do is with contrast paints, because I've been going pretty hardcore with contrast paints lately, mainly because I started doing the Yak Tribes. It's called the Finish Your Stuff competition, but let's be fair, it's Finish Shit competition, because I have hundreds upon hundreds of miniatures. And oh yeah, I bought an Elegoo Mars. So since end of January, early February, I've had the first run Elegoo Mars resin 3D printer, and I went overboard. I printed 4 armies for Warhammer 40k, because I've been doing I got pretty much all the books for 3rd edition and 4th edition. So Buddy and I have been playing just a little bit, just been playing like here and there. I think we got 1 game in, and one of these days he's gonna come over and do another one. But yeah, so I got Orcs, Imperial Guard, Tyrannid, and Necron. All proxies. I think the only thing in there that's like technically GW's like wholesale fucking stolen GW's look was my Imperial Guard car skins, but let's be fair here. When was the last time that Games Workshop put out the model kits for car skins? So fuck them. The one awesome looking Imperial Guard unit that they have, and they fucking changed it for Scions, which are just what, gas mask World War One dudes with plinth helmets. Like, fuck that shit. I like the Jinro almost aesthetics of the car skins. So yeah, that's my 2-minute rant for Games Workshop this week. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing a lot of contrast painting as of late. I got asked to print out a bunch of Terminators for a buddy of mine. I'll show you one of them. So they're, I don't know how well you can see them, but they're, what was it? They're like Crusade era Terminator armor. Even though I don't think in the lore the Thunder Warriors had Terminator armor, but fuck it looks cool. Yeah, that's kind of it. So got sponsored through the Visionary program. I'm going to leave links in the description for Crushpop Productions webpage. Like I said, highly recommend it. For less than a can of Coke, you can get like a fucking awesome lightweight version of Necromunda, which plays blazingly fast and is like, it's just stupid fun. It's so much fun. Like, I don't consider myself the best tactician, but when the fucking 3'5" warlord upstairs is able to body me in 4 turns, like, you know it's a good system. But yeah, that's about it. As far as that goes, let me see. Covered painting, covered the Visionary program, painting, tutorials and stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I think what I'm going to do for my first painting tutorial is I'm going to pull out some of my old Hero Quest stuff, because I have a lot of like easy to paint, kind of like big bulky miniatures. It's kind of, let's be fair, what you're going to find if you're just getting into the hobby. I know of at least one guy who's watching this will be interested in it, so it might help him out, maybe not. I'll put it out here though first, because I probably won't say it in the video. Go watch Dr. Faust. Like, he's amazing if you want to learn how to properly paint miniatures. If you want to learn how to speed paint shit miniatures to the point where you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, that looks like a goblin, then come see my shit. I'll get you up and running in like 28 to 30 minutes. Maybe. Depends on how slow I am. But yeah, that's all. Like I said, impromptu, no script, and no editing, as per usual. Oh, I was going to do a fucking killer rant on that dickhead who runs Sony because of the old bullshit with the Vita and PlayStation 3. But then I forgot. Jim Ryan, there you go, that's that asshat's name. But the pussy rolled it back, so he doesn't get to feel my fury. It wasn't much fury. It was like 2 months ago when I wanted to do the rant and just never did it. But yeah. So, that's it for now. Yeah, as always, take care, guys.